Good evening, everyone. Angaro,
Good evening.
little KuCoin jump. How are you, sir?
Doing well, doing well.
Super.
Oh,
And
that's my phone. Sorry
Cormel
about
does
that.
this. That's okay. Cormel throws his Christmas tree up here. But what is happening, Huss? Yeah, I don't know. Little KuCoin news. That's why I threw that in for fun for the thing.
My question is, when the hell are we gonna start telling? That was a waste.
What are you doing?
Trying to throw stuff out, clean up real
Okay.
quick. When are we just gonna tell the SEC to fuck off?
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't even see what it was. I just knew there was a link. So just in, U.S. government indicates crypto exchange KuCoin of its founders and criminal charges, citing multi-billion-dollar criminal conspiracies. Whoa, yeah, that's heavy. I'll be interested to see how that all turns out. Yeah, I mean, when they first opened up, I thought they were basically bullshit, but I never liked KuCoin. But that said,
I don't either. But with that said, that as you know, they're just trying to fucking
it's all FUD. Yeah.
Get rid of the competition for Coinbase, which is a government entity.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's true too. So yeah, any thoughts, comments, concerns from the audience on that one? But yeah, I just thought I'd throw that up there for fun as a title, because it was just, like I said, it's the news of the day. So get some clickbait from that. But welcome all, welcome Crypto Experience. Other than that, I guess first order of agenda you mentioned was PARB.
Yep.
So what's going on?
Just got word from Cyril, our advisor, who's doing all the contract work and everything like that. We're going to have the pre-sale, everything pre-sale done, ready to go in 48 to 72 hours. So I'm going to put up a poll or just start taking some, see what everybody's feeling as far as how long people would need to get some extra money for the pre-sale. And then I got to sit down and figure out the numbers and see how long we're going to run it for.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, last week, right now is difficult because of the bull market. Besides you, nobody's really up for anything AMA wise that's not asking an arm and a leg. And at the moment, we just don't have that for PR. But I've gotten into a couple other communities, and they're all very supportive of people doing things within their communities. So I'm hoping maybe
rush from that.
Yeah, maybe we can get some help from other communities.
Yeah, we can probably have some fun with that. And maybe, again, like there's all kinds of different people that we can kind of talk to maybe try and help create some buzz. You said are you doing a liquidity pool of any kind with it and stuff?
What do you mean?
That's in the roadmap, eh? Or is there going to be a liquidity pool for it at some point, or just the token and its own liquidity pool, I guess? Is there one that people can do like liquidity farming for?
No, because it's V2.
No. That's true. Yeah. That's right. Duh, I knew that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's different things, and obviously people we can talk to, and obviously yes, you're truly doing a video, and I'm sure I can.
The big thing, if you're talking to people, you got to remind them that with me being so close to Bill and working on the inside of FIRA, we're going to have opportunities for the Treasury wallet that no one else is.
Yeah, exactly.
So seed sales, he private messaged me personally saying, offering to get PRB's Treasury wallet into the FIRA ARC LP.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you saw that or not, but
no.
Once we get $1 million in that, it's going to go up to like 300% APR or something wild.
Jesus.
And he's been looking at it and doing a lot of research into their LP, and he likes it. So
cool.
I trust Bill. If he says do something, for the most part, it's going to work out.
Yeah, exactly. Unless he tells you to buy Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin, and then it's a bad time.
Yes, do the opposite of what he tells me to do on Bitcoin.
Of course. Awesome. So yeah, guys, keep the questions coming. We got a bunch in here today already, which is crazy, which is awesome. Appreciate y'all for coming along. So you're getting called out right now because I'm going to guarantee you probably didn't watch my AMA with.
Unfortunately, not. I will watch it this week, and
there you go.
We'll get back to you next week.
There you go. You're supposed to watch all my stuff. I'm just kidding. Well, at least put the like button for fun on all of it. Click that but yeah,
I like it, and if I see it pop up at work and I'm able to, I try to pop in and listen. So.
There you go. All right, so Huss, you can get your report from Hidden next week. He promises. Anybody have any questions on that? I mean, hopefully some people watch the AMA. Do you guys have any opinions on it? What you thought of it? So yeah, I agree. I think he's pretty genuine. I mean, I still have some concerns because there's stuff he won't go into, which I get, and I know because it's a corporation and whatever. My concern is how big this gets. If it gets to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 million, like, is it still going to be able to support those fees? Are they still going to be able to turn that money over? I mean, in a bull, I presume yes, but that's the part that's hard to fathom, I guess. But otherwise, I mean, he seems very legit. If I get the opportunity, I'll go down there and try and meet him. It's not in the cards for me to go traveling like other YouTubers right now, but I would like to get myself to that point. I don't necessarily want to charge an arm and a leg for people to do things with me if I think it's legit, but I'm not opposed to them paying for me to come down and have some fun and bring some legitimacy to stuff that I feel good about. So yeah, if the opportunity arises, sure. But I'm hopefully going to be going to Argentina at some point to take a look at some miners with Investium. Maybe I can sneak into the Philippines at the same time. I don't know.
Be careful down there in Argentina.
Yeah, supposedly, there's some spots, but I presume
I'm sure they're probably in the nicer spots.
Well, I assume they'll know where to go and keep me safe. But so, and good evening, Jack. How are you? We usually talk every so often, but it's actually been a tiny little bit. So hope all is well. Jack, if you feel gracious and forthcoming, there might be if you didn't hear us talk about PARB, it's Hidden's project. He might need a free video from a really kind YouTuber like yourself. See, I can help about that project. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Thanks, Jack. You're the best. I think I know the answer to this, but I will ask it. If I had a full wallet of PR before the project was put on hold, would I still have the same amount of tokens when it goes back online, sir? That's a question to you.
So you are going to have the same amount based on the new token price.
Yeah, makes sense. So whatever the token price is divided by the amount of dollars you had in, that's what you're going to have, I guess, right? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Hopefully that makes sense for you, Angaro.
If not, we can try and go into it a little bit later, but
yeah, or now. I don't care when I'm going to go through it, but we're easy. The other thing that I've been going over, and I've done some videos on it. I don't know if all of you have seen it or not, is Nugget Fund. So I'm actually going to be DCing into this one, as well as probably Monstros. Those are going to be my two probably heavier plays over the next little bit, because I've kind of got what I want in Investium, and I have all I can get into Flex right now, and so this is kind of my other. And I have Warfi. I have a good chunk in. I'll probably go through, and I think I talked about the last time a portfolio video, but the next one that I want to kind of start building up is this guy here. So I'm going to probably just go in weekly with kind of $100 or something like that. I don't know if it shows how much it should show how much I have, but I don't. Oh, I might freaking wallet's not logged in. Dummy. Anyways, with this one here, it's kind of neat. So Marcelo was part of Hybrid Bonds. If you guys didn't know or didn't see my videos, so he's managing some bots. We have a little bit of Hybrid Bond NFTs, which invests in some miners and whatnot, and then we have actually I think a little bit of Montrose still in the portfolio. But basically, it's almost like Vaultec, sort of. And the token is ever appreciating. Luckily, it's already been going up because it's at it doesn't show the price because I'm not logged in. Damn it. I'll look at it later maybe and try and get logged in. I'm not sharing the screen. So the price is like 11 something right now, and it started at $10. So, I mean, it's already had a pretty good appreciation. On top of that, you're getting weekly airdrops through the bank. You basically claim them here where you stake them. I'll show the screen maybe later once I've logged in my wallet. I didn't know I wasn't logged into it. So if anybody has any questions on that, let me know. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. Jack says I'm good. Thanks, Ben. How are you? And yeah, for sure, hit me on Discord with the details. I'll get a bit out. Appreciate you, sir. Hidden, just let me know when I can open up. If you don't have a DM with him, I can open up a chat with you guys when we're ready.
Perfect.
So you guys see the Blast Munchables hack drama? No.
Nope.
We need to meet with Blackhawk, and before we
do
our videos weekly, we keep talking about something like that.
Black, you need to come up with a list of things and just be like,
so we can
you're going to talk about this.
Yeah. Keep us to a schedule. We keep talking. We'll have to get, anyways, we'll figure it out. We need time. So no, I didn't get about the drama. Obviously, you're welcome to tell us, or I guess we can Google it. Did you want to Google it for a second and see if you find anything while I finish with the next question?
Guessing it's something to do with the Blast rewards.
Yeah, I presume so. Yeah, can I get paid? I already told you that we can't pay you yet, but it's obviously would be part of the plan. So
you get paid with laughs.
Oh, Jax already knows about it. See, I need to be more aware, but I'm split a little bit too far, as I'm sure you are too, with where we're focused on. Munchables hack is a shit show. Yay. Gotta love shit shows.
Oh boy. They were exploited for $63 million.
Holy crap, holy. That's not a small exploit. That's called inside job.
Yeah. Track moving something. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely not not just an accident.
All you need to know is 17 K in ETH gone from Blast Korean dev.
17,000 Ethereum.
Yeah. Jesus. Except Blast rolled back the chain. Oh.
Really?
Interesting. So the money didn't actually leave? That's cool.
Oh, and apparently he's a North Korean.
Those damn North. Okay, so very cool. So he's saying, yeah. Okay, awesome. That's that would be an interesting. And it's one of those catch-22s, right? Like it's supposed to be decentralized. It shouldn't be able to stop things, but the same token, this kind of stuff is where it kind of saves the day. So, and sorry, Nathan, I wasn't avoiding your comment. I'm thinking you're talking about PRB. I was just letting our other stuff kind of go through first, but that's what I was wondering. Is there more? If there is more liquidity than demand, how will it continue to guarantee the rate?
I think he's talking about either
stable swap, probably.
Stable swap.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I don't know. I didn't think about that till, I mean, I kind of asked the question, but I didn't quite get into that specific, like, I'm going to have to go back and find it because I'm pretty sure I asked him what would happen, and I can't recall the exact answer. What would happen? Like, is there a cap? I think is what I asked. So I didn't actually go in what happens if there's too much money coming in. I asked, is there a cap? And I think he said not really right now, but they'd take a look at that at the moment. So I'm assuming they're managing, like, hopefully they're managing like a business, looking at their P&L and kind of going, okay, we can afford to do this. And if they start getting to a point where they can't, hopefully they roll things back or lower the rate or whatever. Like, and I think he did say that too. There was even an opportunity to lower the rate. So I'd have to do a double check. This is why I release this stuff so other people can watch it and then tell me what I said. Yeah, according to Zach, I say, okay. Was it North Korean? Yeah, okay. Oh, wild. Interesting. Gotta love the world of DeFi. Goes all over the board. Anything happen on Flex side? I know I've got a few of our stuff between Vaultec and me getting into the decks, but
yeah, other than that, not much. We should be opening that up to everybody here shortly.
Okay, good.
Probably when Bill gets back from Antigua.
Okay. A little vacation, or?
Yeah.
Nice. Good for him. Cool. Just looking at the.
Sorry, I was reading up on this exploit. It's crazy.
Anything to screen share, or is it just?
No, it's just a quick blurb.
Yeah.
So they did end up actually re-rolling it back.
Yeah, that's what he said. That when I mentioned, they say, "Yep, that's interesting." So I guess
very interesting.
Maybe not an inside job, or an inside job, and they didn't get away with it. One or the other. Either way, be interesting. Supposedly, okay. Well, we'll see. Like who? Like how do I not know about a project where $60-some million was invested? Like,
Yeah, that's weird. That didn't come up in any of my the groups I'm in.
mm-hmm. I mean, I guess some things on other countries, but
Yeah.
Base is jumping now. Yeah, Base has been doing. I'm hearing tons of stuff about Base. I haven't gone over there to check it out, but with meme coins and everything else, it's been kind of pumping and jumping and whatever. So it's going to be the Crow, I guess, of this season because Crow Network was kind of the one last time with Crypto.com. So now with Coinbase being the government backer, I don't know if this is good or bad, but obviously, yeah, it's causing some hype over there, which is good, I guess.
Perfect time for us.
Was Munchball's exploit was on CT Crypto Twitter. Okay. Yeah. Anything you guys are looking at? Any questions you guys had? And like I said, anybody's opinion on the stable swap AMA that I had? I know a few of you watched it, so yeah, Base airdrop. And I think you were dropping stuff on, was it Base? I saw your tweet there, Jack. But forgot now what it was. It's another airdrop I think you were tweeting about. Where's Jack? So if anybody doesn't know, sorry, I didn't really say it. I said hi to him, but I'm assuming everybody knows Jack from doing all kinds of different DeFi stuff and videos and whatnot. I can't find your tweet now. I'm useless at Twitter. I hate Twitter.
Never find it when you need it.
Yeah, exactly. So he was talking. What was he talking about? I just did a search for Jack and it's coming out. Oh, there. Jack does come up. There we go. Aperture, the TGE airdrop. So you were dropping some stuff there. Share screen. Here we go. So the Aperture airdrop. So I don't know if anybody's in on that already, but I guess there's some good things going on.
No, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming up.
Good morning. There you go. Anyways. Stop screen. Interesting thing is that Optimism is giving grant to some base projects like Airdrop. Optimism is giving grants on another chain.
Already given the grants on Optimism to have them cross chain.
Like to bring them over to Optimism, maybe?
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
Which makes sense because they they got all the support on Base.
Yeah.
So
also Coinbase just announced they're storing USDC on Base. Not surprised. There you go. Black, a question for you, Black on. Oh, you're saying you're still on the fence. Gotcha. Well, gotta love that autocorrect, eh, Black? I have keyboard fails all the time. So fence. Dang it. Fence. Yeah, I and like I said, even for me, I was kind of looking at it. I'm like, if I started getting some pretty good rollover of change, and I wanted to kind of de-risk it, having the ability to put stables and earn 0.3% or whatever it is there that he's offering, it's pretty enticing. But yeah, I'd want to see a little bit more and try and maybe go have a chat with him personally before I did that. If I put any large amounts, like if I'm doing what I'm doing spread out, if it's another table leg and I keep it at the same value as my other table legs, if one falls, it's not as detrimental, I guess, if you will, as crappy as it would be. But so yeah, Base should be airdropping soon if they launch a token. Huge airdrop coming from Friend Tech. Oh yeah, I tried that one. That was maybe I need to go back and see if I get any money from it, but you ever been on any of those? It's like it's like a social media experiment almost. And Jack told me to go into it, and I put a few $100 in there, and I'm like, I got nothing out of it. But that was my fault because I got bored too quickly. I squirrel. If you're yield firing, an easy one to farm. Yeah, Aperture. Yeah. No, there's lots of farming. I'm actually got a guy that's doing a course on farming. I'm going through it, and then we'll present it to my community soon to give people some cool resources, I think, for farming. But Extra Finance. I don't know if I've seen that one. Extra Finance LP pool. Just trying to pull it up. I think I got it here. Blackhawk, you can always make sure I'm doing the right one here, but I assume this is extra. 32% UT. These are pretty nice stable coins.
Wow.
I find the screen's annoying. Yeah, that's not too shabby at all. Stake farm. Is that the only farms they have? Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. 312. That's probably just going to be a crazy one, but G-Node. Let's see what G-Node is. That's not too shabby. Or that way, yeah.
You people in your commas instead of
you weird countries.
Yeah. Confusing me and shit.
How dare they confuse the Americans?
He said click on the base tab too.
Oh. Oh, there we go. Sorry, that's true, eh? GB Weath. I need to study some of this shit because, like, to sit there and go into something like this, even short term, like I know some of it can be quite degen and you got to be careful with it, but to take $100 in here for fun for 5 minutes, look at that, like, insane. Well, I guess that's 700. Oh, that's 2,000. Yeah. Crazy. I need to get better than that. Check your points. Extra finance. Have you seen the new CETO swap farms? 200% API on stables. 200. How do you do 200? But I guess 200%. Like, what was stable swaps? What does it work out to be? Because theirs is actually like 0.3% a day is pretty high for stables. So that's kind of the same thing, right? Others. I don't know if I can get in here. That's my password. Sorry, talk about anything you want to say there, sir?
No, I'm not really doing much of this, so it's funny for the airdrops. I'm doing more of the testnet stuff that you're supposedly going to get airdrops for, but I don't know. 0.35% a day for stable swap.
Yeah, 0.35. But then what's that word? I'm just trying to think of what the APY is for that. So it's like, oh, does it say it somewhere here? Yeah, 100. Okay, so 127%. So yeah, I guess 200% is a good chunk more, which is crazy. But oh, there's a few people that I've made a whopping 64 cents off my affiliate link with Stable Swap. I'm rich. I don't know if this shows anything. Okay, there we go. 6.47 cents. Woohoo, I'm rich. But it shows people's names down there, so I probably shouldn't share that. Stop sharing. Crazy. Sorry. 126. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I had found that. So with Nathan, good question. So I'm actually on the team, I guess, per se. So I've found myself being invited onto certain opportunities. I'm pretty choosy on what I do, just because of the shit that we've all been through in the past. But Marcelo has asked me a while ago to be part of the hybrid bond team. I'm not making, like, we're talking like I make like $50 a month. It's nothing mind blowing, but I don't care. It's more about the fact that I trust Marcelo and I trust the product he's created, and he's created some pretty good rewards for everybody with his NFTs that he did with hybrid bond, like better rewards than I thought they would have been, being that he was doing mostly trading and LP pools and mining. So yeah, so I was happy to join up with him and kind of help him with that. Just give him a little bit more marketing help and do some stuff for free with the platform that I have. And in return, I get a little piece of the pie as it grows, if it grows. With Nugget, we're a little bit more focused on that because people seem to like tokens. And so with Nugget, yeah, I'm basically involved. We're in the day-to-day operations. Marcelo runs most of it. Lazy Dog is another person on there. He's doxed to us, or will be doxed to us, but Marcelo's known him for a while. He's going to take on any of the IRL stuff we do, like real estate wise, because he's got a real estate background. But until we get a large enough portfolio, we're really just dealing with the mining, the trading, mostly the trading right now because the portfolio is small. But as it grows, we'll spread it out. But he's been doing some darn nice returns in there. Like I think, I mean, on average, we've had some 1% days. I mean, we're in the middle of possibly getting into that bull, right? So the returns on bots are quite nice. And we're talking to a few fairly large projects about them putting some of their treasury in with us to manage a bot for them, because they know that although their main bread and butter is really good, it's always good to diversify in bots when we're in the middle of a potential bull kind of thing, right? Because you're going to get some nice rewards from that. So it's working out quite nicely. So I'm excited to see where it goes. The token value, like I said, like it's been a month, I think, and we've gone from $10 to $11 and something cents with the token, and we've paid out like money every week. Like I think on my $100, I was getting $10 for the first couple of weeks, which is pretty sweet. So I've put a little more in now, but I'm still doing all right. So I'll keep doing that. Weekly, I'll basically show you what I'm buying and then what profits I'm getting out of it, and keep going with that. So you guys can see more of that as it goes. So just trying to find people that we can trust and do as much due diligence as I can with the people I trust. And I'm honestly, I don't know if we talked about this last week, but because it's been kind of my mantra lately, is I'm diversified in what kind of things I'm doing, but I'm not spreading myself amongst everybody anymore. So yeah. And even like, yeah, I want to be diversified, but not over diversified, because it's a problem too, right? So
definitely.
Yeah.
You spread too thin, you're not getting enough from your investments, and then it's just kind of
and you're like taking 10 cents here, taking 20 cents here, $2 there, and you're like doing so much work for it. It's like it's hardly worth the effort when you really break it all down. Whereas now I'm getting nice, like fairly nice sized bags in different things, at least for me. And now I'm like able to pull some money out weekly and do something with it, or create cash flow for my family and whatever. So it's nice. Anyone have information about some projects that do tokenized crypto index portfolios? So I've actually done a couple of these on my channel. And I guess not tokenized index portfolios, but Cyril, who we talked about earlier, who's helping, who I introduced to Hidden for PRB, he has his own portfolios, and I believe he's actually releasing, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll try and find it while we're live, if you can maybe take care of the comments for a second.
Sure.
What's that called? It was Cassandra, right?
Cassandra,
yeah. Cassandra DAO, I think, is what it's. So he's, and I got to get more in there, actually, to be honest. Oh yeah, it was with a C. That's what it was. So he's basically set up 2 portfolios so far, and I think he's got a third one coming, which is going to be more higher risk. And it's basically just you
put money in, and it's like an ETF, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If I can find the friggin' thing.
And he manages it. Last I saw, they were doing pretty damn good. I think it was it 3%, something like that for a month. Last I checked.
Oh, was it? Nice. I got to find the link to it. I can't seem to pull it up, which is ridiculous. But Index Co-op has some products. If you have a link for that, you want to send it to me, and I'll pull it up on the screen. Blackhawk, like, unless you find it, yeah. But Blackhawk's there. Focus on red. I want to go. Maybe I have a talk with Cyril. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, nothing's coming up for mine either. That's so weird.
Yeah, I have the link. Actually, I have the link. I should have realized I would have had the link in my friggin' video, but I did find it. It is with a K. I started with a C, but let me see if I can see if it shows me what, because he's got some on Polygon. My balance buy sell. How can I see? Oh, here we are. Okay. Let me pull this up, and I'll try and navigate it without looking like a total noob. Present. Share screen. Cassandra. So he's got this one here, which is your very low risk one. And the return right now, 0.01. That's it within a week, I guess. So if we go since inception. Oh, I got to do it here. So there you go. So that's for a low risk one, that's pretty damn sweet, because that's been since, does it show the date? January. So, I mean, that's pretty stellar. And then I wonder if he's got, it should be able to see, and again, you can see the allocation, you can see the activity and how he spread it around, what's had value, what hasn't. So it's a neat little database, and basically there's not a ton of fees to get it in there. There's a little fee depending on the riskier he goes. Obviously, there's more management on his part, so he adds a little higher fee for those, because he can basically put whatever he wants, sort of. Now, what I want to find out is you can go to managers. I think I do have someone else show that. Oh, pool managers. This is what I want to see, and there's Cyril. So there we go. So he's actually, I think he has gotten his 24 hours monthly. So there we go. Like, look at that. That's pretty damn sweet. And I mean, that's 18% after a friggin' pump and dump almost there. So these are the three. So he has gotten his third one up. So there's an ARB one, which is, and then, well, I got 24 hours, 10%.
That's insane.
Yeah. So yeah, so I got to get some more in here, actually, I think, but it's so hard timing. I wish I had done it like a week ago, because the timing probably would have been far better. But anyways, that's something for you guys to have a look at. I do have links for 2 of them. If you guys don't mind, and I've talked about this before, all the links that I use, they're actually from the PFX Treasury wallet. So any referrals that go into them go straight into that one. So if you want to DM me, if you want to get into the higher risk one, I'll get some money put in there right away, like today or tomorrow. Oh, it looks like it's on Polygon, so I'll have to move some over. And I'll get a link for that one as well, and maybe do an update video on it. So sorry, yeah, trying to balance my portfolio. I had like 80% in Gray Fund in last year, because it was when I really trusted, and by the time, but slowly getting more balanced. Yeah, nice. And again, like, you did well with Gray Fund, obviously, but I do agree. I think it's something you need to make sure you're rebalancing from time to time. You don't want all your eggs in one basket, all that kind of stuff. But and so there's that balance of under diversifying, over diversifying. You got to find that somewhere in the middle that works best for you. So, so yeah, no, I appreciate that kind of input and thought, because I think we all need to think a little bit better around that stuff.
Definitely.
And I got to go through my portfolio and show people, because I think there's just some value to having that open conversation. So Base Grant, I guess, is part of a large grant project from Optimism to reward impactful work by project connected with Superchain. Ooh, funky. 850 million OP to the retro funding pool. That's crazy amounts of money. Wild.
Yeah, because what is OP Optimism at right now? Give me 1 second.
And sorry, I'm just pulling up the website that Black Hawkon just sent me. Present
391. Wow, that is a lot of money sent.
Yeah. Index co-op cap index. Okay, so this is just a neat thing. Co-op large cap index. So this is just one index, I guess, or is there multiple things? I guess once you get in the app, maybe you see more things. So just a funky way to kind of just buy a bag of something and let somebody manage it for you. So I mean, I think we're going to see more and more of this kind of stuff, but somewhat similar to Cassandra. The other thing that I just did a video on, which I really like the guys, is portfolio managers. It was one of my last videos, so I won't pull it up, because I'll end up accidentally showing all their investments, which would obviously defeat the purpose of you getting into their thing. So it's not fair for me to do that. But they do deep dives basically for you. So they take some of the work away from you trying to do all the research on all these different projects. They spread it out between the different risk like the different segments inside of DeFi, I guess, if you will. So they'll do things like AI stuff, but they'll find the best couple. And then they'll do things like, I'm just pulling up the dashboard so I speak with more ease. Enter DApp. So I got a lot. I'm not in my friggin' thing, but anyways, so like the AI thing, they'll do things about different DPIN type projects, node type projects, and they'll just kind of deep dive them and give some pretty good information about them. And then they'll tell you how to get involved in the project and what links you should use and where you should buy it from. So it's pretty neat. So if you have a second, watch that video if you haven't already. So copying other people's. Yes, James. Well, James did one where anybody can make their own portfolio, almost like Cassandra. That wasn't the one that James did the video on, but there was another one where he made up his own portfolio, and you can basically copy it by putting funds into it, and then create a return for yourself. The issue is somebody like James, for instance, that he just did it and left it, right? He didn't manage it necessarily. So you want to make sure you're trusting who's doing it, and that's where this one that Cyril does, in my opinion, is a great option, because Cyril knows his poop. Like, this guy does not need money. He has made all the money he ever needs to make, and is just in the space because of the love for the space. So to have somebody in your corner like that, or like Bill or whatever, is just huge. Yeah, that's why I suggest those Cassandra portfolios, and I'll have to go back and take a look and see how ours are doing, because we have some in 2 of them. Set up the 3rd one, so, which is awesome, because I don't think I updated that on our spreadsheet for PFX. So, and Jack, we should almost, I don't know, I should have asked you, Jack, if you want to come on and say hi, but I guess next time you're here, I should just remind me beforehand, or hidden remind me, and we can send him a link.
Sure.
Invite him on to chat with us. I think I said that last time, actually, and then we forget and you get here. So, Jack, you need to tell me, hey, do you want me to come on? Even if you DM me, if you don't want to be, if you're shy and don't want to seem blunt and asking in the chat. Come hang with us and tell us what's going on in your world. So Jack used to, I actually used to like chat almost once a week on his, or more than that sometimes, in his Discord, but I haven't been in there because I'm so flipping busy, which is good. But anything else you're playing around with, or anything else you want to chat about? I babble.
Not really. I pulled all my money and pooled what I could into our FlexDex seed round. So
yeah, that's what I've done too. What was
like stuck here?
Has there been any more? I'm sure there's been some more. Whatchamacallits, Flex rewards. I need to just log in.
The last that was sent out was the 9,000 the other day. Okay, so I don't know if I've gone in since then, maybe. Sorry, logging into my actual MetaMask so I can see what the hell I have. Yeah, and guys, please let us know what you kind of like us to do. Like, yeah, I mean, I could even go through my portfolio stuff here for crying out loud, but what would you guys like to see? Because we keep asking that, and I don't really get a whole lot of feedback. I mean, I get you guys are active in the chat, which I appreciate, and we get some good questions and stuff. But I'd like this to add value. If you want to hear more from Hidden, just tell me to shut up or ask some questions. I'm happy for you to interrupt me anytime if you want to continue on things where I make opinions and whatever. Arbitrum, we'll get there.
I know, bit by bit. We evolving.
As more stuff starts picking up again.
Yeah, too.
I'm sure we'll
us will keep asking it. There you go. We finally did it for rap battle. That is probably not advisable. My beatbox is horrible, and my rhyming and poetry is not up to par for that. So.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah, but hi, Keith. Sorry, I'm just looking at any update on the Aperture UI, including plug for wealth builder is pretty great. Yeah, and I got to get more involved. So I'm going to do it, as I mentioned, like I'm doing my trading stuff. I'm getting pretty I wouldn't say comfortable, but I'm getting proficient-ish, I guess, at it. I'm actually hoping going to have my account passed this week or next. I'm at one of the ones that I use with Top Step. I'm just over 156,000, and I have to get to 159 to pass the account and start playing with real money. And so I'm hoping to get that done. And then I'm going through this course that somebody's giving me an opportunity to take a look at that I will then talk about on my channel on liquidity farming. And so I'd like to kind of do a little bit of content around that. And hopefully get him some, because I think, he's talking about building a community. Like we have some ideas. We're just sort of bouncing off things. I think he's got a team of people that are helping with some ideas. Some of them from Flex, actually. I think, what's his name? Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'll think about it later, of course. But anyway, so I'd like to take a look at that and get that going and go from there. And then other than... any thoughts on gambling, games, and chance projects? So I'm of the mindset of I would love to find those to invest in and be part of the seed part of that. I know if you guys know Paul Dutton, he's doing his own project, which actually will have game tables and stuff. And there's some ways to get into that right now. So please do take a look at that if you'd like. I did a video on it, but I had to take it down. I have to talk to him again and get an updated video done because I think he's moving things forward a little bit now soon. Yeah, so that's got that. I'd like to be more on, like, I'd be more of a holder of the NFT and earn off of the earnings that are done in the background.
You want to be the house.
Yeah, exactly. I don't desire, like, I do love blackjack, don't get me wrong, and I've had gambled in my life in the past, not a crazy amount, but I like it. But it's just not something I'm going to take a whole lot of time doing, especially with enjoying trading so much, which is another form of gambling, but controlled, where I feel like you have more control over the house than most. So yeah, I have no issue doing that. Like I've told people I'm an open book. If anybody asks me what's what, I don't pretty much hide it. I mean, to start with, I can show you, like, because I've told everybody I have about 10, what am I at, 13K, and I'll just show my Flex portfolio right now. So, and I got a little lucky with this one, don't get me wrong. Like, this was not all capital I put in. So that's 13K I have there. This is my biggest holding in DeFi. It's single holding, sorry. Because this is where most of my faith is. And so yeah, and I got lucky. I think, what was it? 3K I got the first raffle that we did.
Yeah.
So I got pretty lucky there.
Large one, yeah.
And a lot of this is compounding. Like I've gotten about 6K in dividends, right? So I've compounded this. So this is probably one of my smallest investments, biggest portfolio, which is crazy. Not smallest, but yeah. And then what I've done with that is I've taken some of that lately and put it over here. I think I'm at 1K. I thought it was higher, but I'm at 1K. And so I'll probably take that $200 that's sitting there and add that to this and keep growing this a little bit. This is for now. This right now only we have access to like Flex investors. And then you said he's opening it up probably when he comes back.
That's what I'm guessing. Yeah.
And then my other big one is, and these have been built. So my story quickly, Nathan, and anybody else who maybe doesn't know it, is I came in 2 years ago, I guess now, brought about 45K, some of it, which my wife didn't know I brought in and should have known. We've had that conversation. She knows about it. And lost most of it in nodes, power nodes, Thor nodes, the works. Like I diversified in nodes, which is, as you can imagine, is pretty smart for a banker to do. So then I have since monetized myself. I was working pretty hard in this space while working my regular job. So I was able to compound money inside here fairly rapidly with stuff I was earning, whether I did a video, whether I was a mod, and different things like that. It wasn't mind-blowing money, but as you can imagine with compound, if I started making the right decisions, it could grow pretty quickly. So yeah, and then Warfi was one of the other ones that I got fairly heavy, and I've taken a little bit out to put into other things, but where's Warfi? I think I'm at 8K there. Yeah, 8K there. I'll probably compound this a little bit. I'd like it to say 10K. It's one of those numbers that I have for my table legs, as you guys know when I talk about. So I want to get this one to 10K. My Investium is almost there. So that's my other big one. I think those are the three big ones that I have. I started a spreadsheet. Actually, I should probably just look at that. I should have had a spreadsheet a long time ago, but I think I started a spreadsheet 5 times, but then
yeah, you start it, you forget it.
Yeah, exactly. Or you get rugged 5 times and it's useless and all that stuff. So But yeah. Next. So where am I going here? I want to go to that.
Blackhawk
More
to
5
this
flex.
question here.
What's that? Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I couldn't get it to work for the first like month.
Is that where you're sharing your internet?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just couldn't get it to work. And I just logged in now, and now it's working. So I probably missed doing anything on this right now, to be honest with you. I love the idea. That's why I was trying to do it, but
I saw somebody posting something else that was new. And sorry, Keith, hopefully you heard that. So we mentioned it's coming soon when he gets back from vacation. But yeah, I thought something else was taking over kind of grass, but I never tried it either, but it was a neat idea for sure. I agree. Make sure you read them if you're pulling them up for people.
So winner is one house-like opportunity. I guess they write the back end so that people can establish games of chance and gambling.
Mm-hmm. Neat.
I've heard of that,
one's
but
gonna hit, right? Like, because I think there's a lot of those coming up right now, and we don't know which ones are gonna hit and be the right one. And yes, I do use DBank for stuff, but some of the stuff's not on there. Like Investium doesn't show up on there, and that kind of stuff. And my other one is, I guess, the other one that I'm building with Nugget is Monstros. So Nugget and Monstros are where I'm focusing my attention now, just because I like what they're doing. Other than my personal stuff where I'm trading, well, it's all personal stuff, but where I'm trading and hopefully doing some liquidity farming of my own. That's basically what I'm doing. I should see I have a little app. I have a little demo liquidity farming that was doing good, but I think it went out of range. But just to Sol and Arb, just expanded to Sol and Arb, starting on Arb. Okay, cool. And this is maybe for you. Can you give them a high level overview of what's going on with the Flex decks?
So what you get by getting in the Flex decks now is you get the seed price of the Flex token. So if you know, I don't know if you know HMX, what's going on is Bill is the biggest trader on HMX, now ARC as well. But they actually came to us with with permission, to use their code and everything to make another perpetual DEX on any chain we wanted, except for Metis, because they actually gave the Metis team the ability to do the same thing. So what you are getting by getting in right now in the seed round is the token at like 50 cents compared to the $7 or $8 or $5 that it launched at. That's pretty much what you're getting right now.
Nice.
So you buy it now, you can stake it, and then you get percentage back in USDC, HMX. I believe we're going to get Xeno allocation, and a bunch of other tokens that come to us and say they want us to, give them allocation, give users allocation of their tokens type thing, like Pith.
Mm-hmm.
So it's along those lines.
Cool. I forgot to pin my blockchain after hours in my Telegram. So, is this like optimism on base chain will be like HMX to FlexDex? Is this like optimism?
Tet coming in with the weirdly worded questions again.
It is HMX to FlexDex because it's the exact same code.
Exact same code. But we're going to get all the updates from them. We may build on their code a little bit, and then we share it with them. HMX, might have something that we add, that type of thing.
And it's going to bring back copy trading with Bill.
Yep.
Yay. Hopefully without the Wix.
Well, we're not scammers, so.
Exactly. Cray. Anything else, guys? Or we'll probably round it up. soon to then. I feel like I have this little pointy thing in my hair. So and sorry, we kind of went off on my portfolio and then off my portfolio. So those are my biggest things. Everything else is kind of small plays. So hopefully that makes sense. So like I said, I'm an open book. I really don't care. I just going forward, I think I keep thinking about kind of talking about that a little bit more and how I'm diversifying it and how I'm running it. So I have like Flex, which is kind of my catch-all, Monstros, which is kind of the liquidity farming, and what did I say, Warfi, which is trading, and those are all my passive versions of the things that I want to get involved in DeFi. And then I do my actual trading right now, futures only, pretty much, with a little bit of forex, and then hopefully do my own liquidity farming, and then keep expanding my skill set from there. And I just think if everybody kind of looked at this as a business and started running themselves like a business, they realize they can be far more profitable with less risk than just playing with meme coins and crap. But whether I'll convince anybody, who knows? But that's what I'm doing. And so far so good. It's been a good year all in all through the bear.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still happy.
I think, not to cut you off or anything,
No.
but I think, like I said before, if you're here since the last bull and you stuck around, I think you're gonna be in a much better place than anybody coming in right now, or even anybody who left during the bear and is now coming back.
Absolutely. It kind of baffles me, those people, actually, to be honest with you, because I'm like, they're coming back in, and I mean, I guess if they're meme coin people and that's what they do, I guess that's the right thing for them.
Yeah.
But it's so much lost time in the space with all this other stuff that you could be playing around with.
Exactly.
That makes you just as much or more in the end game. It's like it's baffling a little bit. But again, like I said, I can't judge them without understanding them. But it just seems like an odd thing to do, to leave a space that you had fun in just because you think there's nothing to do. When, to be honest with you, I did more in the bear than I did in the bull.
Yeah, because you had to work.
Yeah.
You had to put your nose to the grinding wheel and figure things out.
Yeah.
It wasn't just throw $5 at something and you get 10 grand back.
Oh, don't talk like that. It always brings me back to Sphere. Sphere would have friggin' eaten up most of my loss had I pulled out when at the high.
Mine too. I was like, I got in like the day it launched.
I got in at the seed. So I was in at
seed?
3 cents. I think it was 3 cents for me, and then everybody else got in at 5 or something like that. And I put $500 in, and it went to 10K.
Yep.
And I'm at the cottage with my brother-in-law going, holy crap, look what just happened. I'm at 10K. And for some reason, I didn't wake myself up because I was in vacation mode and say, hey, I should sell this right now or take some profits.
Well, and that leads to another point. Don't get, emotionally invested.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even, I wasn't even thinking about it because I was at the cottage. It was so dumb. I'm like, oh, it'll wait till I get home. And it crashed. Ted's asking if there's any kickback, I guess, to HMX, I presume is what he's asking.
They do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the exact percentage. But they are actually, no, that's right. They aren't getting anything direct. What's going to happen is, their users are going to get HMX, or not HMX, Flex tokens. So their stakers are going to get our tokens. That's all they
Flex
want.
Tokens, like we're not talking the Flex.
The HMX equivalent of.
Oh, sure, of course. Okay.
Or yeah.
Yeah. And do they have any vesting or anything, or can they just dump on us?
Well, it's going to be like HMX. There's a 21-day unstaking period now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So. And Tet says he's got promised a Lambo.
Maybe a cardboard Lambo.
There we go. We'll cut you out one there, Tet, when we do have a gathering of some sorts.
Right.
Anybody good with cardboard art? Crazy. All right, you baboons. If there's nothing else, we'll leave you at that. And yeah, I appreciate you all. We had 43. I think we had higher than that at one point, but that's
Thanks
crazy.
for coming.
Oh, weird. See, I think our numbers are going up because I think it looks like there's a bunch at Twitter or on X, which I just realized that I can actually see who's watching from where, which I didn't realize. So I don't know if they're actually watching or if it's just bots or what. I have no clue. Anyways, anybody watching at Twitter next time, come to the actual YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And everyone else, I don't think I ever said it, and nobody, usually somebody speaks up in the chat for me. Please like and subscribe, and join us next week on Blockchain After Hours.
Where we forget something we said we'll talk about this week.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. All right, guys. If you guys post on, so I actually I click a button literally that basically makes this stream go out on Twitter and Twitch, and there's nobody watching on Twitch, which I wasn't surprised about. Every so often, I'll get a Pikachu in the chat that I see because it shows me the chat from all three of them, and yeah, there'll be like a Pikachu that pops up from Twitch, but in the most part, it's just here. I thought, but there is a few X people. There's actually more X people, which is weird. So I don't know. I guess there's not as many people as I think 47. Now. Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, guys, and have yourselves a wonderful rest of your week.